Thank you for choosing College George. So today this video is for Brown University students and their parents. We're going to take you on a quick way on how to sign up for summer storage. Now the first thing you got to do is get to our website. You can do that two ways, either collegestorageri.com or collegestorageusa.com. When you get to the site, top right you're going to see sign up. You're going to hover over that and click on storage. That's going to take you to our sign up form. Now before we go any further, one thing to note, you want to make sure you're using Chrome, Firefox, Safari. If you are using IE, we prefer you to get to another browser. Usually if you have a newer computer with IE, that should be okay, but sometimes it doesn't jive too well when we go through the site. So Chrome, Firefox, Safari are preferred. So we're going to click on your state, which is Rhode Island, and then we're going to click on Brown. You can click on Next. That's going to take you to the information form. Now, real easy, obviously pretty self-explanatory. You're just going to type in your info. Just for purposes of this video, I'm just going to jot down some random stuff here. Now, your email, you're going to see throughout the video we have little pop-up boxes that come up through the site. Please use your brown.edu email address. Don't use an AOL or a Hotmail or another email address right here. So your phone number, you don't need to put in any dashes, just the basic phone number is fine. And then your class, this is the current class, which you are right now, so we'll just say freshman for demo purposes. And then your password, you have to type that in twice, anything you'd like. If you're a parent signing up for your student, your info can go here. And same thing, when you click over email, please don't use an AOL or a Hotmail address. And just typed in some just demo stuff, just bear with me. Okay, and the last thing, if you want to be included on all the emails, delivery emails, special notifications, anything like that, you're going to click on that box, that's a CC box, and you'll get all the emails we send out. So that's all set. You're going to click on Next. It's going to take you to the calendar page. Now, you can either select the calendar, the date you'd like, physically on the calendar, or you can do the drop-down box, which has all the dates listed here. So we're going to spend a little time here because it's a little bit different for Brown because you have your station dates and you have your non-station dates, and we'll explain that right now. So let's say you're leaving a little bit early, you're leaving May 7th. If you click that, you'll see all these locations populate throughout. Basically all the dorms that are listed. But if you're leaving on the main dates, maybe the 14th through the 16th, say it's 16 that last Saturday, it only shows the 5 stations we have: B&B, Charlottesville and Thayer, Hageman, Emory-Woolley, Bowen Street. And then it also will show the outlier dorms that aren't really close to the station, so we have a truck that services these locations. So let's, for example, if you're leaving early, any date before the 13th, we'll say it's going to be Gregorian on the Power Street side. Now if you going through this list and you don't see your dorm here or what works for you, you can always select other or off-campus apartment. When you select that, a text box will come up, and then you can type in your address or where you'd like to be picked up from. So after you do that, we're just going to go back to any option there. You can select your time. We service from 7 to 9, so any hour increment you would like, we'll just say 1 o'clock. And then you would hit Next. Now we're not going to go next yet because we're going to explain a little bit about the stations. So say we're going to go on the 15th, which is that Friday, and the location, let's say you're in a dorm that's close to Charlottesville and Thayer. So we're going to click on that station location. Now when you click on the time, you're going to see windows come up. Now your stations are windows. What that means is if you select 9 to 1, you can come down to the station anytime between 9 and 1. You don't have to, there's no specific time. We're going to be set up there all day long from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. These windows help us manage the volume, make sure everyone's serviced, no one has to wait around or anything like that. If for some reason you're signing up, or if the day gets closer, um, just one quick thing. For example, like say you picked 1 to 5, and maybe your finals are running late or something like that, and you're just gonna miss it. You know you're gonna miss it. You're not done packing. It's okay. We're there till 9 o'clock. We're still gonna be there. You're not gonna miss your quote unquote appointment or anything like that. We're there all day long. We just can't have 500 people show up at 8:45. That's why we have these windows here that stagger the volume throughout the day. Okay, so don't worry about that. If you're an upperclassman using us before, you sort of know how it works. You know, you can always help out, tell the freshmen how the whole process works. So once again, you have your B&B station, you have your Charleston and Thayer station, Hageman, that's going to service you know Caswell, anything close to that, Emory Woolley, or Bowen Street. These are the 5 stations that were physically set up all day there. Alright, so we'll say Charleston and Thayer, and I'll pick 1 to 5. And then you're going to click on next. Alright, and then it's going to take you to our storage option page. Let me just reset this real quick. Okay, so you have 3 options for signing up. You can do summer, you can do short term or long term, and we'll go through those real quick. So summer is your general option. That's going to be your May through September option, the most common. Short term is 30 days or less. That's going to be if you're taking maybe summer session, summer classes, or if you're switching into a new apartment, or just for some reason you're just storing for 30 days, you're a graduating senior and you need short-term storage. Long term is if you're going abroad, maybe taking a semester off. Anytime your storage is more than throughout the summer, you're going to select long term. So for info purposes today, we're just going to select summer, and then you have your storage option is your next one. So you'll see throughout the video, the pop-up boxes with the corresponding rates will come up on the left. So we'll click on the options right now. You have your individual items. This is if you're just storing maybe 1 box, 2 boxes, 3 boxes, whatever, or maybe you just have 1 mattress or 1 couch to store and that's it. Those are going to be the students that select just individual items if you have a small amount of things to store. The most popular is our 8-item package. Now you'll see when you select that, you can only click up to 2 additional items. The reason we do that is it's more beneficial, cost beneficial to you, is if you have more than 2, you're just going to select the 5x5. Now, we get asked a lot about what if you don't really know what you have. Maybe you're a freshman, it's your first time storing, you don't really know what it's going to look like when you're all packed up. That's fine. Like I said, we're there all day long for almost the 3 or 4 days. If something changes that day, or maybe you have 1 extra item, maybe you had less than what you thought, we'll just reevaluate what you have when you bring us your stuff, and you're only going to get charged for what you have. Okay? So don't worry about too much. So just ballpark what you think you got. So the 8 items right there we'll select. Your moving help, your rates will be corresponding on the left. So right now we're going to select no for moving help. Keep that at no. If you're shipping anything home, the rate's going to be $10 per item, and just the cost of shipping. We don't charge anything more than whatever the actual cost is. So if you want to ship things, it's going to click on yes, and the item count here we'll just say 2. I'm going to send 2 boxes home for talk's sake. Additional insurance. All our packages include insurance, $300 of insurance. If you'd like to upgrade your insurance, you can do so here. If not, you just leave it at no. If you're storing with anyone else, roommates or friends, that's going to be here. Let's just say I'm storing with one other person. I'm going to click yes. I'm going to add my group member. I'm going to fill in their information, click on add group member, and then their info will come right down there, pop up. And you can store up to 3 people, and 3 people additional to yourself. So I'm just going to select no there for right now. Delivery preference. Now the reason we put this here is this just lets us know what students think they're going to do, what option. Now we'll go over the 3 options real quick. So you have your pre-room option. We use the term pre-room. What that is you're fortunate. With the Brown storage, we work with the residence life. Now, if you're a parent or student watching this video for the first time, a great thing we do is we'll physically put the items back into your room before you get to campus. How is that possible, you might be asking yourself. Basically, once you get your room assignments, early August or middle of August, Residence Life shoots us over the list of whoever signed up, and then we work with the BSA staff and Residence Life, and throughout the couple weeks before September, we put all the items into the corresponding rooms. And both our managers and Brown staff checks off all the items and is there, making sure everything gets to the right spot. So that'll be the pre-room option. Your free station delivery is the exact reverse of the pickup. That's an in-person delivery where we again will be set up all over campus, and then whatever dorm you're living near next year, when you find that out, you'll go through the delivery form, which is done in August, and you'll select your new station to get dropped off of. If you really don't know, obviously not sure, you can select that. This is just telling us who may be using what. You can always change this later on in August when you do your delivery form. Okay? So terms and conditions box, if you'd like to read that corresponding to what we expect of you, it could be your online inventory, your insurance, what we cover, what we don't cover, any additional fees associated with your package, you can do so. It'll be in another window, so once you're done reading, you can always close that out. It'll return you to your sign-up form, and then you're just going to accept that before you can move on, and then you're going to click on next, and you're almost done. So you have the summary page here. You're going to just give this one quick look over. The most important things, you want to make sure your email's correct. Sometimes, if you misspell it, .ed, not .edu, or you mixed up your phone number. If something like that happened, you can always click modify. That'll take you back to the info part of the form. You can correct that and click save, and you'll come back to the summary. Same thing with your pickup details or your storage details. Now, additional details box right here. If there's any special needs or requests, maybe a student's hearing impaired, needs additional help, has a question that hasn't been answered, you can always put that info in there. Okay, so then after you're all set there, you're going to submit the reservation, and then you're basically all set to go. Now let me explain a little bit about this page right now, because it's going to change probably the end of April once your vouchers are issued. Now your reservation has been submitted successfully. You're going to get a confirmation to your inbox. It's usually instant. Give it a little bit, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, up to 30. Sometimes it is delayed. And that's going to include your account login information, your packing labels, your tips, anything like that. If you have any questions, obviously you can call the number and ask. Now there's a notice right here. It says, notice, payment for Brown students will be available after vouchers are dispersed. Basically what that means is, right now we disable all online payments for Brown students until the school issues your vouchers through the Residence Life voucher lottery. Once that's issued, there'll be a payment screen right here where you can do online payments. And if you did get a voucher, your email, your school email, that's why it's so important to use your school email, will show you've been credited with that amount, the $60 voucher applied to your account. That's why before we take payments, we want to make sure whoever received the voucher is credited correctly. So that's all there is to it. If you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call up top, or you can email us at info@collegestorageri.com. We look forward to seeing you in May. Thank you for choosing College Storage, and thanks for watching.